Today I'm going to show you how to set up the DRO on the lathes here in the ASU EMEC. My tool has already been positioned on the quick change tool post, is tightened down, and is set at the proper height. My part has also been positioned in the lathe chuck where I intend to work with it. Anytime you move your part in the chuck or move your tool in the tool post or tool holder, you need to reset the DRO. Moving the axes on the lathe is what we're trying to keep track of, so those don't matter. I've got a piece of paper. Any random piece of paper will work just fine. Note, our DRO only keeps track of the X and the Z axes. X, Z, X, Z. I'm going to set up the Z axis first because it's the easiest. I'm going to line my tool up with the face of my part, and this doesn't have to be cut already. It just needs to be relatively flat. If you've taken this to the sander already, you should be good to go. I'm going to put my piece of paper in between my tool and my part, and I'm going to slowly move the tool closer using the controls on the lathe. Wiggle that piece of paper back and forth until it pins it. Now, I don't want it to be pinned so tight that I can't move my piece of paper. But the piece of paper should also be able to stand in the position I leave it in without any assistance. So now that that's set, I'm going to come over to my DRO. I'm going to push Z0. Now we're going to set the X-axis in a very similar fashion. Pick any face along your part. I'm just going to go right here on the side of it. Once again, I'm going to move in the X direction until it makes contact with the part. The piece of paper can stay on its own, but I can still move it freely. Now, we are not setting 0 for the X-axis because I'm up against the edge of my part. This piece of steel that I'm working with today is 0.5 inches in diameter. Our DROs keep track of diameter, so that means I'm going to push X, 0.5, enter. And now the DRO is updated, and anytime I move the X-axis, it's going to keep track of where the tool is at in terms of diameter.